Hello, hey everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo! Oh my gosh, it was great. Oh, what a day. Guys, welcome back. Hello. I should be saying welcome me back. Really, since I've been gone for like what, 2 weeks? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bose. Please like and share, everyone. If you are watching, please like and share. Welcome, everybody. Hello. All of my wonderful people. How's your day going? Just giving some time to kind of circle through. So that's really all. It's a great day. How's everybody's day? Welcome to Bose, people. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it so much. Just give it some time to stick around. Please like and share. If you can, that would be great. We are streaming from YouTube, so if you don't have a Facebook and someone would like to watch the show, please direct them to YouTube. In the search engine, all you have to do is put B.O.W.S, B.O.W.S, Sienna. No parentheses or commas or periods. Just B.O.W.S and then space Sienna, Seanna, and it will come up. Okay? All right. Please like and share, guys. Like and share. Like and the share. That would be great if you can do so. I would really highly appreciate it. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm thankful that God woke me up this morning. He gave me breath in my body, gave me a new life to live today. I'm so grateful for all that He is doing in my life, despite what the enemy is doing. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I have no complaints. You know, at the end of the day, the Bible says to count it all joy. Count it all joy, right? So that's what I'm happy about. So thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome to Bold. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's not really a show. I want to call this more or less my empowering moment. You know, I like to encourage in any way, shape, or form that I can. So I want to do that. I want to be an encouragement to someone because someone was an encouragement to me. So I want to pass that love on. You know, I think it's really important for us to encourage each other because we go through so many things in life, and life brings about so much stuff, right? And especially as African Americans, we go through a lot of things. People, period, really just go through a lot of things. And so, you know, sometimes you just need somebody to just tell you you can make it, you can do it, to encourage you, to empower you, to be your best person, your best self, to show up as your best self. So that's what this moment is for. It's just to encourage my sisters. If you have a rough day today, if you had a rough week, if things and trials and tribulations are going on in your life, just know they come to make you stronger. You know, so we're here to empower you, to encourage you, to lift you up, to let you know that no matter what adversity that you have faced, that you are faced with today or whenever it was, that you are still wonderful and marvelously made in His sight. Okay, so that's what we're here for. So you know, every time I'm on here, I always read my mission statement because that's important to me. And so I'm going to go ahead and read my mission statement. It says, "We are a sisterhood dedicated to empowering the lives of women across the world. Our mission is to build stronger women from within by enhancing their knowledge of who they are and to connect with the power that resides in unity. We will withstand we will commit to withstanding all adversities. Ha! That's that word. To to commit to withstanding all adversities with poise, beauty, and love. Poise, beauty, and love, honey. Poise, beauty, and love, honey. Just know that. All adversities, right? um, and forever showing the essence of a woman's touch through prayer and fasting, to never giving up, to never devaluing ourselves, but knowing that together we make the strongest will. And that's what this is all about. And who and what can stand before you without having to go through the same things or to be a testament to what these things are. So if I can testify and I can go through things and come out beautiful and poised with love still in my heart, then I know that you can do the same thing. I'm not saying this, I'm not speaking out of the side of my mouth. I'm not saying these things just haphazardly, but there's a reason. There's a reason why this is a really strong business for me and a strong place for me, that I want to go out here in this world and encourage and empower women all over the world. Okay, there's a definite big reason. And I'm just glad that you are here to share these moments with me. I'm glad that you're here to watch and to be encouraged, to be empowered. Please bring a pen, pencil, whatever you have. If you want to take notes, be my guest. We are streaming from Facebook, my personal page, my business page, and we're also streaming from YouTube as well. If you are interested, please go on my YouTube page and subscribe. That would be great. Also, if you can, like and share this video as well, so we can, just if you want to be an encouragement to somebody, or send this video out to your family, your friends, your sisters, your loved ones. Let's just all be encouraged. Just spread this so that way it can get to the across the world far and wide as possible. Okay. So thank you so much. I don't have many announcements for you today. I do know that in May we will be doing another tea time, so I'll get back to you with a date on that. Also, next month is Mother's Day, so we want to give away a Mother's Day basket for Mother's Day. What else? And we're going to attempt to do Mother's Day brunch if possible. So please stay tuned to that. You can go to beautybows.com. That's BEAUTIBOWS.com. All of these announcements will be on there. Not right now because I have to update it. So, but they will be on there. Everything that we're doing, everything that this company is about, everything, whatever it is that you guys want to know, it's all on there. All the information is on there. If you want to donate, you can also donate down below. There's places where you can donate. We take cards, we take Cash Apps, Venmo, all of this such. So thank you for those who donate so much. I really do appreciate it. It really does help us to do more things in the community and to help as much as possible. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you again so much. What else? I think those are all the announcements. We're on a plethora of platforms. I am on LinkedIn, and the reason why I'm on LinkedIn is because that's where I put all my job stuff. So if you're looking for a job, I know I'm partnered right now with Amazon, so as a outsource for them. So if you are looking for a job, I do have information on that. You can hit me up on that if you would like. So the people who are looking for jobs, you can go into my LinkedIn. It's under B.O.W.S on LinkedIn, and you can see what jobs listings that I post. And all of that stuff. And I think I'm on Clubhouse too, but I still have to figure that one out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, effort, and attention at this very moment. And tonight, we're just going to talk about what the topic is. It's just about, overcoming adversities. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. It's a lot of, I didn't know that there was a lot of different types of adversity. I know of a couple because I'm Black, right? African Americans definitely have a lot of adversity. But there's other ones, obviously, that I was not aware of. And actually, there's actually 6 kinds of adversity that that they pretty much document and how to overcome. So we're going to talk about a couple of adversities. First, I want to tell you, right? So I don't really have a inspiration to what these topics are. Just whatever comes to mind, and I happen to be looking at my mission statement, and I said, you know what, that would be good to talk about. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about adversities, right? So we know that adversities are difficulties or misfortunes, right? We know that uh, d- adversities is a state of intense instance of serious or continual difficulties and misfortunes, showing courage in the face of adversity. So that's what adversities is, right? It's something that is um, just a misfortune, a difficulty. It's a struggle. It's a problem. It's something that you just can't seem to, you know, you can't wrap your mind around what is happening to you in that moment. So, and it's not comfortable, right? It's not definitely not comfortable. It's not something that we want to um, uh, be happy and proud about. The definition of adversity refers to a hardships, challenges, changes, or misfortunes. And examples of adversities is poverty. You know, those are some adversities. Slavery, or just segregation. You know, all of those things. These are all aspects of adversities. But there's some other ones that I want to talk to you guys about. So adversities comes in many different forms. Here are 6 kinds of trials you might face and what you can do to get out of the other side. Adversities introduce a man to himself. That's what Albert Einstein said, right? Adversities introduces a man to himself. Ooh, we started out good already. Yo, yo. Did you just hear what I just said? Albert Einstein, he said, adversities introduce a man to himself. And that is the truth. Because when you can go through things, when you can go through stuff that is challenging and misfortune and a hardship, when you can go through a hardship, it automatically morphs you into manhood. It automatically morphs you into womanhood, whatever it is. Hey, mom, I hear you. I see you. Hello, Lady B. Just stopping through to say I love you. Peace and blessings, mom. Love you too, mama. So yeah, like that is what it does. And it's the true thing, because it's one thing to succumb to it, right? But it's a whole nother thing when you come out of it and you have a total different perspective, and it kind of makes you, right, and it does, it makes you have a different perspective on life. It makes you realize what is happening in this world. It makes you realize and understand what is happening in your life, rather personally, professionally, um, in your family or finances or whatever the case may be. It just makes you really, it takes you through a journey. And when you come out of that journey, right, you ain't got no choice but to have manhood or womanhood, point blank in the period, right? So that's what Albert Einstein said. So we're going to talk about the first adversity. It's called physical adversity. Make sure I ain't got no lipstick on my teeth. So physical adversity is the most obvious example of physical adversity. The quarterback who breaks his spine during a football game and suddenly stuck in a and is suddenly stuck in a wheelchair, faces a number of new challenges and a drastic change in the way he lives his life, which makes sense because when you're a football player, obviously you're making all this money, and every time you play, you're making all this money. And then for you to hurt yourself, the very thing that makes you money is now broken. Here comes the adversities, right? There are less drastic but similarly problematic types of physical adversities as well. Handicaps like chronic pain, fatigue, and obesity forces people to fight to achieve a sense of normacy in their lives. Whether they're unable to exercise how they want to, have to more carefully monitor their health, to have to deal with other limitations. Most of us will never know, and that's the truth. Like just thinking of people who have handicaps and people who struggle with obesity or who are big, like look at all the adversities they have to deal with. That is something. And then when you look at yourself, you really have to thank the Lord that God bless you because you around here murmuring and complaining about so much stuff, and you got these people who have all of these handicaps and all of these adversities against them are like the happiest people. They're the happiest people in the world. And I'm like this, if this person that's struggling with a broken leg and chopped off or something of that nature, I'm a deal with my life in the same manner, the same exact way. Because he has every right to complain, every right to feel however he wants to. But if they show up so happy, they show up so bright, and as if they have no cares in the world, right? And we just like let it overtake us and drive us crazy, and that's crazy. So with health having to deal with no limitations, most of us will never know. Those with some types of physical adversities face barriers that are not easy to overcome. What can people do to handle their specific situations other than seeking out magical cures? There are a lot of options for coping with physical limitations, big and small. On the same note, you need to constantly take a good care of yourself. Whether you step, whatever you step, wait, what am I saying? Whatever steps, sorry, yeah, whatever steps you take to manage your health, physical and otherwise, you should take regular exercise and healthy diets and positive thinking. All are necessary components to doing well. If this still isn't enough, look for support groups made up of people going through similar circumstances. There are services for such organizations as Overeaters Anonymous, the American Chronic Pain Association, and more to help you find a community of individuals who can relate to how you feel. You can believe you can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Mary Tyler Moore said that. I'm gonna read that again. She said, you can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Oh, that's good. Mary Tyler Moore said that. And that's the truth. How are you going to know how to get through life if you never go through anything? If everything is wonderful all the time, if everything is great all the time, how will you ever, ever, ever know that, you can be brave? You can be brave. And that's one thing that's for sure. So that's physical adversities, right? So if you're dealing with weight, if you're dealing with chronic pain, if you're dealing with these things, there's a lot of help out there. Most importantly, you need to take the steps to manage your health, physical and otherwise. And you should take care of yourself, right? Eat healthy, exercise regularly, and just have a positive mind about it, and you'll be all right. Okay. So number two is mental adversity. Oh, come on with it. So just like a physical handicap might limit you, you can just like a physical handicap might limit you. You can a mental problem. That was definitely a typo. You can still have mental problems. Being properly treated for psychiatrists and psychologists is obviously cruel to managing your mental health, but there are steps you need to take beyond going to the doctor. If you're dealing with mental anguish, routines are your friend. Get in a pattern of waking up, exercising, and especially taking your medicine at the same time of day. Another key aspect of handling mental health problems is to never give up. To never give up. On the idea of getting better, things can be rough for a while, sometimes quite a while, but there's always something new you can try to improve your well being. Work with a doctor or adjusting your medications and adding supplements. Keep trying different kinds of meditations and mindfulness techniques until you find something that works for you. Comfort your problems. If something stops being as effective, go back to the well to find something that go back to the well, yes, it's the well, to find something that will do the trick. Keep looking and you will eventually find sanctuary. It says adversities is the mother of progress. Adversities is the mother of progress. That's Mahatma Gandhi said that. Mahatma Gandhi said that. So that's mental adversities, right? So if you're having these mental breakdowns, if you're dealing with mental issues in your life, and and if going to a psychologist or a psychiatric place is not working or helping you manage your mental health, there's other ways that you can do it. Okay? So let that be of an encouragement to those who deal with a lot. And mostly, I notice that in this generation, I feel like most of the mental issues are like anxieties. There's a lot of people struggling with anxieties, and it's crazy. It's very, very, very crazy. And it's you can have anxiety for any and everything, right? Any and everything. There are anxieties. I know I have one. Mine is OCD. Like I like a clean house, clean environment. When something ain't right or even or organized correctly, I'm on it, right? I'm on it. So it's not as uncontrollable as other people may have, but it's something that I can definitely control and just different things of that nature. All right, so next, number 3 is so yes, so go get some help, do what you got to do, take care of yourself if you have any kind of mental adversities. Okay, so for number 3, it says emotional adversities. We're going to talk about emotional adversities. Most of us desperately need to learn how to have our feelings without letting them overcome us. I'm going to read that. I'm going to read that again. Most of us desperately need to learn how to have our feelings without letting them overcome us. Did you hear that? Emotional maturity comes from experience and an effective state of mind. I am learning that there are people in this world older than me that don't even have this, have no control over their emotions at all. Totally out of control. And they're older than me, out of control. And I find that we're losing morals and values. Just morally and values is crazily gone. It's gone. It's nowhere near anymore. Like we don't care about morals and values anymore. We don't care about none of that stuff. It's just however we feel is what we're gonna say, do, whatever, however. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. It don't even matter anymore. It says emotional maturity comes from experience and an effective state of mind. Those who don't have that maturity face more difficulties in life. That is the truth. A very common, very human problem is for people to undervalue themselves. If you are undervaluing yourself, that's the problem. That's the emotional adversity that you have. Those individuals need to learn how to improve their self-worth. Yes, I'm telling you right now, you can't expect people to treat you any old kind of way that you choose or that you want if you don't even know how to treat yourself that way either. And that's a fact. That's a known fact. And you have to teach people how to treat you. You have to. I am not in the business of showing up fake. No. Time out for that. I'm not in the business of showing up unauthentic. Like, be authentic. Be real. Tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk in your self-worth. Don't let nobody dictate to you your self-worth. Absolutely not. And people are really fickle because they will push that stuff off on you. They want you to act the way they are. Not I, said the cat. Absolutely not. I don't think so. Doesn't make any sense for me to be like you and you already you. We don't need two of you. I'm gonna be me and you could be you. And that's point blank and period. And that's just steeped in some good morals and some good values and having some good self-worth. And that's it. Another emotional, another emotion that can overwhelm us is rage. How many people are raging? How many people rage around here? They rage because they can't say what they want to say, so they rage in a different kind of way. Like, put your grown up panties on, ma'am or sir, and be a woman or a man about it. For real. Be a woman about a man about it. Stop walking around here, doing this indirect stuff or showing up however you want to emotionally and raging all over the place because you ain't got no self-control. Like, no, that doesn't help anybody. And it ain't helping you. And actuality is making you look more wrong than what you're supposed to be looking, right? Yeah, contain that stuff. Get that stuff under control, man. I'll tell you that right now. Schools don't teach you how to forgive. Even if they should, you have to figure that out for yourself or find guidance elsewhere. And that is the truth. That is the truth. I believe that is a biblical principle that a lot of this world does not know how to do. Every emotion, no matter how fierce, can be tamed. Learn to tame your thoughts, your resources available to you. And by keeping a watchful eye on them in case they flare up. As with the butterfly, adversity is necessary to build character in people. Joseph B. Winston said that. As with the butterfly, adversity is necessary to build character in people. What kind of character do you show up? What kind of character do you have? What kind of character are you exemplifying? What kind of person and value are you exuding into the earth? That's what I want to know. And it's crazy because this world is still in the 1960s. They're either in the 1960s or somewhere else. I don't know, but it's just ridiculous to me. It really is. It's ridiculous to me that we don't know how to love each other correctly. We don't know how to be there for each other correctly. We don't know how to do none of those things. Even in the simple task of being honest. It's a shame. I find it to be a shame. It really is. And that's the emotional side. Like, learn how, in other words, it's saying learn how to get your emotions in check. Stop spilling out all over the place everywhere and having everybody responsible for it. Be a grown-up. We're grown-ups. We're adults. We're not adolescents. We're a whole grown-up. Like, have some integrity about yourself. Stop raging as if you can. No. Because I'm pretty sure you won't want nobody to talk to you that way. So don't do that to others, right? Yeah, just check yourself sometime. It's all right. Um, you know, and if you can't, just breathe. Go somewhere, breathe. I don't know. But if I were you, character is always important, and I believe it. Integrity, character, all of that stuff. If you don't have no self worth about yourself, then you're gonna let people steal away with you. They're gonna steal you every time. They're gonna tell you how they want you to be, how they want you to talk, how they want you to look, how they want you to feel, how they want everything. They're just gonna constantly dictate to you your self worth. And I don't think so. Not here. I'm sorry. My name is Sienna Boone. That's all I'm saying. Next is number 4 is social adversity. Social adversities. Social adversities. How we interact with people is paramount to our success. Life is awfully lonely without friends by your side. You can't get a promotion at work if your boss doesn't enjoy being around you. That means that anyone who doesn't have certain social skills is at a major disadvantage. People who are awkward, such as those that fall somewhere on the autism spectrum, face major and sometimes insurmountable hurdles to succeed in either their personal or professional lives. What can people do to handle social problems? There are creative and surprising things you can do when you're lonely. Likewise, there are problems and self help books that will help you improve your social game. Almost anyone can benefit from a little study, a practice into how to improve their people skills. We need some improvement on our people skills. The flowers that bloom in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all. Walt Disney said that. Walt Disney said, the flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all. That was Mr. Walt Disney. Next, we're going to go to spiritual adversity. Spiritual, I like this one. This one I like. Not a lot of people have this. Not a lot of people are spiritual beings. Not a lot of people, and I mean, when I mean by spiritual, I mean not just in the other aspects of how people may worship different things, but I mean in the spiritual aspect of Christ and God the Almighty. So that's what I like. It says faith in some kind of higher power is generally an advantage in life. And you know what I find? I think in every spiritual adversity, or not adversities, but like I think every religional, spiritual situation, there's people still struggling, right? Because I find that Muslims will still eat pork, right? Um, they probably won't pray as much as they have to. And there's other people out here who have these spiritual things that they believe in and stuff. But how much of it do you listen to? How much of it do you hearken yourself to? Do you pay attention to it? Do you actually do it to the T? Are you actually 100%? Because I know Christians don't follow everything to the T, and we're not going to get it right because we're imperfect people, right? We're trying to live a prophetic life, a perfect life, not a prophetic life, but a perfect life. So, we don't get it right all the time. And that just makes sense. It's totally understandable that you don't get it right. And that's the reason why God gave us the ability to ask for forgiveness, to ask for forgiveness and stuff of that nature. So it makes sense. But for some reason, people walk around this earth as if they're righteous or they right, or they have this in tune innate nature with either science or spirituality, and fail at it every time. You fail at it every time. You don't come in with this high sense of humility. You don't come in with this high sense of calmness and love and peace and all of these things like that. Anything that can trigger you will trigger you and send you to off in a frenzy or raging or whatever the case may be. Like, no, correct it. Correct the behavior. If you correct the behavior, you should be fine. So it says that faith in some of the kind of higher power is generally an advantage in life. That higher power doesn't even have to be, well, for me, it does have to be God through many people, and it is people who believe strongly in the spirit of the Lord. The power of community is something equally important. Will often attain a sense of peace. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They don't, because people who worship stars, moons, or whatever the case may be, some of them are the more harsher, bad mouth people. So I don't know. They talk about just like Christians, people who go to church and who believe in God. Boy, I think some of them. I don't claim them. With me. Um. So they they show up with the worst attitudes and the most complaints and very judgmental and self-righteous, right? So we all have these flaws. We all have this issue. We all have this adversity that we have to deal with. And it's better, in other words, what you're saying is to attain a sense of peace, and a lot of others do not. And that's the truth. That is the truth. They don't. Point blank in the spirit. If you don't have that, find it. It says enrich yourself by embracing something that you think matters. If you already have some kind of faith but feel it slipping, return to the core of why you put your faith into it in the first place. And that's what I pretty much was saying. Like when you commit yourself to something, it's just like your marriage, it's just like a relationship or your children or whatever. If you know that your commitment to your child cannot be severed, it cannot be wavered, it cannot be changed or fixed or altered. It has to happen. It has to go forth. It has to be done. You have to take care of them, right? If you know that, just in that same mindset, it's the same thing for what you believe in. Why faith got to be shaky and wavery, but anything else that we attain ourselves to, like work, family, relationship, that's like the straight and narrow. Like, no, I find it to be very, very off putting. If you're going to believe in something, believe in it wholeheartedly and show up that way. Show up that way, right? Trials come to make you stronger. That's what our Bible says. The Bible, the Holy Bible says it. Those who are Christian believers. The trials and tribulations come to make you stronger. And trust and believe, I am stronger. I am becoming stronger. I know it for sure. God is doing wonderful things in my life, and I'm just here for it. I'm here for the ride. I'm here for it at the end of the day, because can't nobody steal my joy. I still have joy and peace down on the inside of me, no matter what happens in my life. Okay. And that's how you have to show up. That's how you show up. You show up authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. In other words, what I'm saying is, no matter what adversities that you are faced with, you deal with it. You show up how you need to, and you get through it however you have to, no matter what the situation is, right? It says, sometimes adversities is what you need to face in order to become successful. I know that's right. Yeah, sometimes you do. You need to challenge, and that's what, and all adversities do. They really challenge you. They challenge your self-awareness, right? It challenges you to just show up and end up being a better person within. Bump what the outside says and does and whatever of that nature. It really helps you become a better person within. I mean, how many people do we know just in our culture alone, in African American culture alone, that had adversities? Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. I mean, so many people. What's her name? Madam C.G. Walker. I mean, I can just name so many of them who had many adversities, but yet it didn't phase them. It didn't phase them, because what was important at the time was what was important at the time, and that was that. So rather people hated the color of their skin, or rather people hated them in positions, higher up positions, or whatever the case may be, or just because, a lot of people hated Martin Luther King for how much clout that he had with the government and different things of that nature. Listen, it didn't bother him. It didn't bother him, because he stood on his ground. He stood on his ground, and he did what he had to do at the end of the day. And that's the point. That's the point. Stand your ground. Be who you are and don't allow adversities to bring you down. Point blank, period. Zig Ziglar said that sometimes adversities is what you need to face in order to become successful. Number six, I think this is our last adversity, is financial adversity. And we already know this is a big one because we struggle, especially those who are in poverty and different things of that nature. You know, we went through it with COVID and all of this stuff. You know, we've had some poverty struggles. Trust and believe that, right? So it says financial adversity. One of the most obvious kinds of adversities is when you don't have the money to afford a certain lifestyle. There are no quick ways to go from rags to riches, but there are steps you can take to improve your financial well being. Learning new skills doesn't have to cost a fortune. Oftentimes, you can make more from a trade school than you can from a university. In addition, there are plenty of ways to learn new skills. Night school at a community college is fairly affordable. Um, Lynda.com is a wonderful service that teaches you marketable skills for as low as $25 a month. If you make a small investment and spend a few hours a week learning, you can head down a whole new career strategy. There are also effective ways to set a budget. And this is important. This is one thing that I like about here because um, if you don't know how to effectively manage your money, you're not going to have any of it. And that's just knowledge from my head, right? You're not going, if you don't know how to manage your money, you won't have it because it's going to fly away from you. It's going to just drop off of you like wildflies. And that's something that you don't want. You have to learn how to budget yourself. Put yourself on a strict budget and save your money because you need savings for rainy days or when things happen. Or I don't care what the case may be. Like learn how to budget or maneuver yourself around things that will not take from you so much than it would be for what you bring in, right? So we recommend it says mint before because it is a versatile ease of use and ability to track your spending habits. But really, any kind of budget plan can get you um, a long way. It's not easy. No one says it is. But if you have a willpower and mental fortitude, you can move yourself beyond your current means. Sometimes your adversities will be too complicated for one's category to contain. Physical symptoms might accompany a mental health issue. At times, you have financial problems specifically because of your difficulty socialization or networking. Even if your adversity is multi pronged, look at the suggestions given in this article and see how they can apply to your situations. Keep in mind that there is a lot of crossover between the strategies and fight different struggles. Mix and match them until you find a way to face and surpass the challenges that are holding you back from success. Listen, we are not going to ever live in a world that is 100% right. That is just not going to happen. I don't care what the case may be. So if you are dealing with any kind of adversity, whether it be um, spiritual, financial, physical, mental, or emotional, or social, if you are struggling with any of these things, you know, instead of you give in, give up, and not fight back or fight for yourself, I'm gonna say that, or fight for yourself, I want to encourage you to be someone to look deep within yourself and know your worth. Know your worth enough to know that you don't have to go through this. You don't have to be, you don't have to feel that because you have a physical problem that that's the end of life. You don't have to feel like just because things in your mind is going haywire, or you're struggling, or you have these anxieties, or whatever the case may be, that you can't conquer, overcome it. Rather, it's in your emotions or your social abilities. All of these adversities you can overcome. There's always an answer. And the first answer is having self-worth. That's the first answer. The first answer is, do I know myself, love myself, and know my worth enough to not allow what is happening to me get me down? I'm telling you, it's powerful. It is a powerful thing to be able to go through something and not allow it to affect you. That is the ultimate self-worth that you can ever have on yourself. To not allow it to affect you at the end of the day. Because you know your value. You know how valuable you are in any kind of atmosphere, any kind of community. It don't even matter. Like family, work, business, whatever the case may be. You know your self-worth. And because you do, you don't let these adversities get you down. You don't allow them to dictate to you who you should be, how you should be it, when you should be it, this, that, and the third. Like, no, absolutely not. No. Don't, and if you are that person that is letting these things happen to you, I would like to encourage you to stop. To stop and take a pause for the cause and ask yourself this question: what do you want? What do you want to do out of life? What do you think of yourself as a person? What do you feel about yourself as a person? What you know what I'm saying? Like these things, just because you may not have a lot of money doesn't put you in the category of you being poor or not worth anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't mean that. Most of us don't have money all the time. You know what I'm saying? And even if you got people or know people who have billions and billions of dollars or not, it doesn't say anything for your self-worth. Your money and your financial status does not dictate who you are as a person. Neither does your job, neither does your family, neither does your mental state, neither does your physical state, neither does your emotional state. None of that should ever dictate to you the worth and the value of who you are as a person, because it doesn't. It sure enough doesn't to me. Absolutely not. I don't blink. Nothing. Like I'm at this point in my life where, child, by that's exactly where I'm at, because I know my worth, I know my value, and ain't nobody got time for that. Like I just don't. Like I'm not gonna deal with it. And if there's things in my life that I want to fix, or that I don't like, or whatever the case may be, I do something about it. If I want to lose weight, work out, eat right. Period. Ain't no need to be walking around here moping and crying and complaining that I don't look like no stick figure. Well, I would never probably look like a stick figure, but still, like, I'm not doing that. You do something about it. If I want, I don't know, whatever, if I have a physical problem, what I'm saying? Like, I got asthma, and I got polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I got diabetes, and I got postnasal drip, and so much stuff, right? I got all of these things. And I take a lot of medicine every single day, right? I take medicine literally every day. And it's not just one pill. I take a bunch of medicine every single day, which y'all probably don't even know. But I don't let that bother me. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it weigh down on my head. I don't let it become a mental issue or adversity. I don't do any of that stuff. I do what I gotta do, take my medicine, keep it moving. That's what I do. You gotta have a keep it moving mentality at the end of the day. Like, keep that joker moving. Like, because if you let it weigh on you, and you let these things control you, and you let these things dictate to you who you are and what you are and how you're going to be, and yada yada yada, I think you're going to be in a worse place mentally, emotionally, physically, however else, than you would be if you just did it yourself. You'll definitely be in a worse place because everybody got an opinion. Everybody got, feelings about things. You know, stuff is always happening. You don't control your health. You know what I'm saying, or any of that nature. Like if you when you get older, you start getting aches and pains and get gray hair and yada yada yada. Like these things just happen. They just happen haphazardly. They just happen, and you don't have any control of it. But you do have control of how you deal with it and how you confront these things that does happen to you. And that's the point of the matter. So I want to be an encouragement to someone out here who's watching. Listen, you can't control what is happening to you in your life. Most of it you can, right? You can control how much money you make. You can control, the people that you're around. You can't control your social adversities. If you're having a physical ailment, that may be something you can't control, but you can control how you think about it, how you show up, how you feel about it, how you respond, being emotionally in tune with yourself. Ain't no point for people that have all of these things around them and they just totally ignoring it, point blank in the period. I don't care what nobody say. You're not gonna be somebody who do yoga, meditation, stuff like that, and you just as louder than anybody else. Like, no. Like, be authentic, be real. Like, be real who you. And if my thing is this: if that's who you are, then you are being real. If you're ignorant and rude and loud, disrespectful, fake, a liar, all of these things, and that's how you're showing up, then maybe that is who you are. If that's who you want to be, if that's who you are. But other than that, if you're someone who is receiving, lies and adversities and, being called poor and whatever the case may be, then that's when you show up as the person that you need to be. Who said it? Let me see. Let me read it. What he said. What he said. Adversities introduces a man to himself. Okay. Adversities introduces a man to himself. Are you gonna man up in this situation right here, or are you gonna buckle in? What you gonna do? You gonna buckle down, or you gonna man up? Which one it is going to be? Are you going to stand tall and allow it to roll off your back like ain't nothing worrying you because I ain't got no worries at all, right? Or you going to buckle down and you're going to be depressed and sad and no, that's not a good look either. That don't help you in any kind of way, shape, or form. Becoming depressed in your situation and worrying about it, stressing about it, having anxiety about it, don't help you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. And no, I'm gonna feed it to you straight. No chaser. It doesn't help you at all. So it makes no sense for you to. And thank you to my YouTubers because I see you guys watching. Thank you so much. I see you. I see you. But it makes no sense to complain. It doesn't. It makes no sense to complain. Why? What you need to complain for? Absolutely don't need to. Don't need to do that. You show up, put your grown man pants on, panties on, whatever, and you do what you gotta do. Point blank, and the period. And I said so. I let them know I said it. That's right. I said it. That's how it is at the end of the day. Because I think I have enough integrity, I have enough value, self-worth, I have enough just mindset in my head to just know that, okay, I know the type of person I want to be. I know the type of person I'm going to show up to be, and I'm going to be real and authentic with myself and anybody else around me at the end of the day. And you shape yourself because I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I have a really big heart and I love everyone and I love hard on top of that. And I will never allow anybody to take advantage of that in me or discredit it in any kind of way, shape, or form. And those who I think a pastor once said, I think it was Pastor Jerry Daniels, he said that one thing about when you're dealing with people who have adversities with you, look at yourself as this. Elephants do not swat at flies. I said it first. Elephants do not swat at flies. Okay? You don't see an elephant, right? And this is the analogy, swatting at flies. Why? Because they're too small. They're insignificant. They don't matter. For what? I am too big for you to matter. Too big. Too big. I'm too big for you to matter at all whatsoever. So I don't need to give you any of my time or attention. I don't need to do none of that stuff. And that's how you got to look at it, right? That's how you got to approach the situation. You got to look at it like, look, I don't have to respond. I don't have to have a feeling or an emotion. You know, I don't have, unless it's a physical adversity, then that's different. I don't have to. I don't even have to have the make them. I don't even have to make the type of money that I make. Why? Because I can, like you said, go to school and apply myself and get into whatever programs and stuff like that to make that better. You can improve your finances. You can improve all of those things. Like, you don't have to stay right there in that place. There's nothing pegging you or pinning you down to say that that's where you have to stay. Absolutely not. You don't have to stay in a bad emotional state. You don't have to stay in a bad mental state. You don't have to stay in a bad social um, or spiritual state. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to stay in those things. Like, they can easily be changed. Easily be changed. It's just, the question is, are you up to the change? Are you up to the challenge? Are you up to representing yourself, and knowing your self-worth enough to show up likewise? That's the question. That is the question. And that is the lesson. And it is highly well learned. And that's all I got to say about that one. All right, y'all. That was good. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate my YouTube fam as well as my Facebook fam. Thank you guys. Please like and share. Like and share. And if you are on my YouTube page, please subscribe. Thank you so very much. That would be great. Listen, we are doing some things next month. I want you guys to jump on the ball with it. If you would like to be a part of our tea time, let me know. Hit me up, inbox me, however you need to. It would be great to have you guys there. We have wonderful experience. Listen, our last tea time was amazing. I don't even know if I talked about it before we went to Vegas, but it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It was so many people showed up. We learned so much about makeup. Andrea did a wonderful tutorial. We talked so much about a lot of things. We got to play some games, and we ate and we fellowship, and it was just wonderful. So thank you to all the ladies that came out on April 9th. I appreciate you so much. That was also Nakia Holloman's, sorry, I keep saying Holloman because you're not Holloman, but that was Nakia's birthday. So happy birthday, belated birthday to you. Shout out to my homie Nakia. I love you, girl. It's just wonderful. It's just wonderful to come together to really draw strength from each other and to talk and relate. You never know what somebody's going through. And I found out that even the older saints, like even older women, they need that. They need this outlet to come and talk and to share and to feel like, okay, I'm not here by myself in this, in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can ask for help. I can ask for, a sisterhood and be a part of a sisterhood, regardless of my age. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm excited about. I'm so thankful. Everybody won so many prizes. I got wonderful prize. It was just great. It was a great experience. So hopefully you guys are available May sometime. I'll let you guys know. I'll probably put it on my webpage as well, beautybows.com. That's BAUTIBOWS. I'll probably let you guys know on there when it's going to be. And then we're going to try to do a Mother's Day. We're definitely going to give away a Mother's Day basket. I'll let you guys know about that. That's going to be on the website as well. And if we're going to do a Mother's Day brunch. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for listening, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys got something out of it. I really hope so. I do these things because I want to be an inspiration and an encouragement to you guys in your lives, some way, shape, or form. So please like and share this. Please go on to my YouTube page and subscribe. Please, that would be so awesome, and I'll really appreciate it so very much. If you would like to give a donation, please do so as it goes by. Please do so. If not, I would still love you and we still appreciate you and thank you for watching. So thank you so much. I really like this topic. Come in a good time. It's a really good time. It's a good time for this topic. So I'm so thankful to God, for what He is doing in my life and what He's doing in your life. And I hope that you would hold your head up high no matter what's going on in your life, that you would stand up, stand tall, and do what you gotta do. All right, sis. Love you guys. I mean it. I'm Lady B. Listen, I want y'all to join me next Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going to be here talking more about some encouraging stuff. Thank you again for all those that are watching. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everybody on YouTube that was watching. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carrie Lane. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. Please spread the word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank Marianne B.O.W.S. She did our shirts for us. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm friends with her on Facebook or not, but I wanted to shout her out. She did our shirts. So if you guys are looking for someone to do anything special with shirts or whatever kind of thing, she makes it all. Let me know. Hit me up. I have the hookup. I have the connection. So she does great work. I can't even tell you how wonderful her work is. It's absolutely great. Okay, so that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. So thank you again to Marianne. I appreciate you, honey. What else? Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, so much because she did the tea time in April. So I appreciate that. So Vegas was great too, but I know we got to get out of here. So I just want to tell you, I'm not a Vegas person though. Absolutely not. I probably won't go back anymore. I don't like to gamble. I don't like to do any of that stuff. So I have my experience. I'm good. I don't need no more. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So other than that, y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to tune in next Wednesday at 7 p.m. And we're on every Wednesday, as long as I can. And if we're not, I will always post it. You can also go to beautybows.com. That's BEAUTIBOWS.com. And you can check out all the announcements and everything that we're doing there. So if you want to be a part, let me know. If you want to be a part of our Bow Squad, let me know. Hit me up, however, likewise. Okay. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. I'm Lady B. I love you and I mean it.